A lot of times when people engage with nonprofits, it's because they're going through something hard. Have your introduction to a nonprofit be in a safe environment, in a casual environment, in a comfortable environment, and in a fun environment. I think will make it a lot more approachable for people.
Hi, welcome to Discover DSI. Today's episode is going to be so much fun. I have Annie Lightsey as our guest. If you are not familiar with Annie Lightsey, I'm going to catch you up.
Okay.
Annie you're the E&E coordinator, so education and enrichment for the Kokomo region, but you're also involved in many different nonprofits here in town. Right?
Yes.
Yep. And today we're going to be talking about the Flowers Feed Folks nonprofit and the upcoming Community in Bloom event for the Kokomo region. Yeah. So welcome to Discover DSI.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah. So excited to have you here. So Annie, tell us a little bit about yourself and your role at DSI.
So as coordinator of education and enrichment for the Kokomo region, I work with our directors and our consumers and our support staff to come up with activities, experiences, art projects, outings that will enrich the lives of the people that we serve. So a little education, a lot of fun, experiences that bring us together as a community.
Yeah. And you are out of the Crossing location, and you have truly transformed the art gallery. Every time I'm down at the Crossing, there's something new in the art gallery. It's just visually stunning, everything that you do. How do you come up with some of these ideas? Like, you're kind of that creative force behind a lot of the art movement we have going on.
So I want to say that I haven't transformed the art gallery. It's the people that we work with who have transformed it, and the work that they have produced in their creativity that has transformed it. And they have filled it with the beautiful things that they've made. And I'm so very proud of them and so very happy to have a space to showcase what they're doing. Where I get my ideas from, I've been an artist for decades, and I like to dabble. I like to experience new things, new materials. And so there have been several different media that I've worked with. And so, I get my ideas from things that I've been exposed to, things that I've learned. And I got to say, I feel very lucky to live in the time of the internet, because if you need an idea for something, you can search it out, and somebody somewhere has done something that will inspire you and get those creative wheels turning.
Yeah, lots of creative wheels down at the Crossing. I think one of the first times I met you, there was a denim jacket project that you were working on.
Yeah, that is our Denim for a Difference project. And we have taken upcycled and repurposed denim jackets, jeans, bags, and flannel to make embellished jackets and shackets and jeans and purses. And we've used everything from old pillows and turn them into patches that go on the back of a jacket, embroidery, just all sorts of things to create beautiful, one-of-a-kind works of art that people can wear, and then they're representing the artist that created it.
That's so cool.
Thanks.
They're also different.
They are. And
very unique.
Yeah, and our consumers got to learn a little bit about the process of making wearable art and working with fabrics, whether it was sewing, embroidery, designing, and it was a lot of fun.
What I think is so neat about a lot of the art that you have implemented with our clients is, you mentioned upcycling and you talked about the denim jackets, but I've seen guitars, telephones, you name it. It has become a piece of art at the Crossing.
So one of the forms of art I do, I'm a painter, but I also do collage and assemblage. And assemblage is like collage, but a 3D.
Okay.
So it's like sculptural. And so I've kind of gotten several of our consumers really into doing that. And the great thing about upcycling something is that it doesn't end up in a landfill. Instead, you take something that would be tossed away and create art out of it.
Yeah.
And it's just a beautiful way to show that, something can be useful for a time, and then instead of getting rid of it, you can recreate it, rethink about it, and make something really beautiful and lasting.
That's so cool.
Thanks.
That's so neat. I love it. So shifting gears a little bit, Community in Bloom.
Yeah, really excited about that.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so exciting.
Yeah.
And so Community in Bloom, we are looking at having a few different nonprofits participate.
Yes. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the Flowers Feed Folks. That's a tongue twister.
It is.
Flowers Feed Folks. Tell us about Flowers Feed Folks.
Okay, so Flowers Feed Folks is a local to Howard County nonprofit. And it's really, it's a simple concept. We grow flowers to sell because flowers are like a premium product.
Yeah.
We grow flowers to sell so that we can have the funds for the infrastructure and everything we would need, seeds, plants, everything from irrigation and all of that, and equipment to raise food to donate.
Okay.
And so we are able to, we have about 7, I think, maybe 9 different growing plots throughout Howard County. Some of them are in urban settings. Some of them are in rural settings. Every single one of those plots has a combination of flowers, which is great for the pollinators, but it's also the way we make this nonprofit sustainable.
Sure.
So we grow those flowers, we sell them, and then at each of the plots, we also grow fresh fruits and vegetables that get donated. A lot of food pantries don't have access to fresh produce.
Yeah.
And so we are helping to try and fill that gap so that people can go to a food pantry, or if they are at the domestic violence shelter or the shelter who helps our unhoused population, they're going to have fresh, locally grown produce to eat.
That is so amazing. And you're right. A lot of the food pantries, they don't have fresh produce. Right. And just the cost of groceries now, it's incredibly expensive.
It
so
is.
To be able to grow locally sourced food, it's really cool. Now, you told me last year, Flowers Feed Folks donated, was it 4 tons?
4 tons, 8,000 pounds, over 4 tons of food.
That's a lot. That's so much produce. And it all stayed here in Howard County?
It all stayed here in Howard County, yes.
Wow. Yeah, I always feel like I know so much about what's happening in Howard County. And until you start talking about Flowers Feed Folks, I had no idea this was a thing.
We're a relatively new organization. We started growing a couple years ago, but didn't become an actual organization until we just had our birthday this past week.
That's incredible.
So we're 1 year old. 1 year old.
1 year. Wow.
And,
happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it was astonishing, I think, to us to also see how much can be produced in a relatively small area.
Yeah.
Last year, we didn't have even the amount of plots we have now. We had, I think, 3, and now we've like doubled or tripled the amount of plots we're growing on. So, the fact that a small amount of space and a small group of people, and gosh, we always need more volunteers. Farming is hard work.
Yes, it is.
And we have some, my co-founder, Nan Braun, and her husband, David, are just incredibly hard workers. But a small amount of people, a small amount of land can produce a massive amount of food that helps our community try and work toward food sovereignty, which is really important.
That is important. Yeah. That's incredible.
Thank you.
So talk about how the idea for Community in Bloom came about, and what's the goal of Community in Bloom?
So the idea for Community in Bloom really came about when I was thinking about bringing together these 2 organizations that I love. I love working for DSI. I feel like I always tell people I feel like I won the lottery, that this is the job I get to do. This is what I do for a living. And then I love Flowers Feed Folks.
Yeah.
So bringing together those two things that I loved to do something collaboratively that elevated both organizations and brought community awareness, brought some fundraising, brought education to people about what these organizations do. That is something that excited me. So when I approached people about the idea, it blossomed from there.
It did.
So
like that.
the idea is getting more of these organizations that serve people in our community together in one spot.
Yeah.
Lifting each other up, working together, getting to know one another, and hopefully having the community come out and get to know who we all are.
That's such a great concept. We're always better together.
Absolutely.
And for the community to know that Bonavista DSI is here, and a lot of these other nonprofits are here as well as a resource.
Right.
It's truly incredible.
And to create like a fun environment for people to encounter.
Yes.
A lot of times when people engage with nonprofits, it's because they're going through something hard.
Yeah.
And so to have your introduction to a nonprofit be in a safe environment, in a casual environment, in a comfortable environment, and in a fun environment, I think will make it a lot more approachable for people.
I think you're right. And you know what? You hit the nail on the head, because oftentimes when you are working with or reaching out to some of the other nonprofits, whether it be FSA, DSI, it's because there's something possibly dire happening in your family or in your home life.
Yeah.
And you need immediate assistance. And so getting those resources and just knowing what opportunities are available to you, it really makes those hardships more bearable.
Right. I agree.
That's fantastic. So if a community member plans to attend Community in Bloom, what's something they could expect?
So my hope is that they come and are able to connect with organizations and resources that maybe will be helpful to them. I hope they have a great time. I hope they feel comfortable. I hope they get involved in the community art project that will be there for people to participate in. I hope they have some tasty food and just really enjoy themselves and support a great cause.
Yeah. I think you're right. And you talked about the community art project. Is there any information you want to share about the community art project?
I just want to share that I know a lot of people get a little anxious when it comes to participating in an art project.
Yeah.
And I want people to feel empowered to do it, to feel like they can maybe stretch a muscle creatively that they haven't in a long time. I believe every single person is creative. I believe that we are, that's hardwired into us. And so to have the freedom to engage in a group community project, I think I think people will enjoy that. And so I want them to feel comfortable to do that and to feel empowered.
I love that. When you're talking about empowerment and sense of community, art is such a way to connect people and bring people together. And I'm sure you see that throughout your day down at the crossing, bringing all of our clients together on a project or something they're working on, or stretching those muscles that they don't often or haven't ever used before. Tell me about some of the impact that you've seen from connecting people through art.
So, gosh, it's just, how long do we have?
Yeah.
One of the most important things that I have been able to witness when people come together and make art together, because that is something that we as human beings have had that urge to do since humanity
since
began
we were
to
cavemen
exist.
and dawn of time.
And so to to work together to create something. Every culture has their own unique artwork. Every group of people has something that art can show the world who they are. And so working with our folks on collaborative projects especially, I have been very, I will say the word moved by, because it shows people that they can work together as a team. There's the give and take, there's compromise, there's listening to one another. There is the joy of creating something that the end result is so beautiful and so meaningful.
Yeah.
And, there's steps in a process to go through. So, it's not about painting pretty pictures or anything like that. It really is about being part of a process that brings you together as a community.
Yeah. The journey,
Exactly.
Right? Yes, not the end piece, but the journey to get there, and whatever that looks like.
And the fact that we did it together
is
really, it's just beautiful to me.
That's really neat. And regardless of ability, everybody's bringing their own unique perspective and their own uniqueness to something collaborative. It's really cool.
That's what I love about art. It's not about, the idea that art is this gatekeepy kind of thing, that some people can do it and other people can't, and that there are artists and non-artists or something like that. Everyone's an artist.
Yeah.
And there is no limit to what somebody can do when they engage their creativity.
Yeah. Oh, that's so neat to hear.
There's no...
Yeah. And not necessarily art related, but when you were talking about creativity and bringing people together, one of the coolest things I've seen happen at the crossing is you do a drum circle.
We do.
And I've stopped by a few times, and from what I remember, when you're doing the drum circle, you're also talking and doing like positive affirmations. Yeah, tell me a little bit about that.
So on Tuesdays, we get together in our sensory room, and I kind of call it Talk About It Tuesday.
Okay.
But we have an affirmation that we say that is positive and empowering. We play some fun games. We do some fun drumming. We listen to music, and we explore kind of what the theme of that affirmation is.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, we end by having a gratitude circle. So we talk about and share things that we're grateful for, and then we drum. And
so cool.
The idea is just to spend that little portion of our day connecting with our breathing, connecting with our heartbeats, connecting with the people in circle with us, and connecting to gratitude. I think gratitude's a superpower.
Yeah.
And the more grateful we are and the more we focus on what we are grateful for, then I think the more joyful our lives are.
Absolutely. It's hard to be sad and negative when you're looking at the positive and thinking of everything that you're grateful for. Yeah.
Even the hard lessons, we learn from them, so we can have gratitude for that. So it's just to spend that small amount of time together focusing on things that kind of fill us up.
That's so cool. That is so neat. I love that. So for Flowers Feed Folks and Community in Bloom, you've already talked about kind of the name and how you grow the flowers to feed the folks. What a really unique concept. That's so cool. But what do you love most about their mission?
I would say two things. Flowers are beautiful.
Yeah.
I love flowers.
Yeah.
I love growing them. I love getting together with people and arranging them, and I love the joy that they bring to people.
Yeah.
But for me, Flowers Feed Folks, there's two aspects to it. There is the food sovereignty aspect to it.
Yeah.
But there's also the growing community aspect to it.
Yeah.
And so, I love the mission of helping to feed people in our community, especially if food scarcity is an issue. And there's a growing number of people for whom food scarcity is a problem.
Yeah.
But I also love the communal aspect of it, the community aspect of it, bringing people together around something that is universal. We all have to eat.
Yes.
And so bringing our community together around the idea of feeding one another, mutual aid, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
That's what's really important to me.
It's so cool. If somebody wants to get involved with Flowers Feed Folks, and I'm so impressed we haven't like tongue twisted it yet. Flowers Feed Folks. Knock on wood. There still might be time.
Right.
If people would like to get involved with Flowers Feed Folks, who would they reach out to? Is there a website?
Yes. So we make it really easy. You can go to flowersfeedfolks.org. So flowersfeedfolks.org. And there is a volunteer form that you can fill out right there.
Oh, easy.
And so you can even let us know, what are you interested in? Are you interested in getting out there and planting and weeding and harvesting? Are you interested in going with us to events like the farmers market, the Rushville Farmers Market? We're there on the 1st and 3rd Saturdays, or the Riverwalk concerts. If we pop up a tent there to sell some flower crowns or something, you know, what is it that you would be interested in being part of? And we will plug you in.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. There's an opportunity for everybody to
help.
There
is. And for all abilities. We recently received a grant from AARP.
Okay.
And we have now accessible equipment at every single one of our sites.
Oh, that's
to
great.
help people who might have some physical issues with getting into a garden and working.
Yeah.
We have adaptive equipment that will help with that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
Yeah. Well, I have some rapid fire questions for you, okay? As we're kind of wrapping it up. Okay. What is your favorite craft supply?
That is like asking me which of my children is my favorite.
It's like a Sophie's Choice type of question.
Exactly. I'm going to keep it real simple because you can do so much, and it's going to be 3. So, paper, scissors, glue.
Oh, perfect.
So paper, scissors, and glue, if you have that, you can do an endless amount of things to be creative.
It's almost like your own version of rock, paper, scissors, but paper, scissors, glue.
Paper, scissors, glue.
Yeah. Who would win in a contest? Paper, scissors, glue?
Probably glue.
Yeah. I was thinking glue too. Yep. Paint or markers?
Yes.
Both, please.
Yeah.
Pick only one, paint or markers.
Man.
I know.
Paint.
Okay.
For me, it's paint.
Glitter, love it or regret it?
So I wish I could be that person who says never glitter.
Uh-huh.
I love it. I love glitter.
Yeah.
I love sparkly things. I love pretty things.
Yeah.
I try and be really conscientious about using it because it's one of those, once you have it, you never get rid of it. But,
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's there forever.
But I love it.
Oh, yeah.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it is. It is. And a little bit goes a long way.
I mean, or a lot of it goes a long way.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of it goes even longer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What is one activity clients always want to do?
Something with glitter.
Something with
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, definitely anything pretty, sparkly, they love it, but they really enjoy painting. They enjoy working with clay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have, and it surprises me sometimes the things that they get excited about. So.
And that was my next question. So what is one activity that was completely surprising that everybody just loved and it knocked it out of the water, blew it out of the water?
I have an absolute answer for this question. So 1 week in our curriculum, we were kind of studying weather patterns. We were studying what makes weather and what is weather. And so I came up with this project to make ribbon kites.
Okay.
And so we got silk, we painted on it, we shredded that material, we added it to rings. And the idea was to like dance around in the wind to music with ribbon kites. And I thought, this is going to be the dorkiest.
No.
I mean, as I came up with the project, I thought, oh, this will be cool. And they'll paint on silk. And then when we were actually starting to implement it, I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to go over like
a lead balloon.
Oh yeah. And, what was surprising was everyone loved dancing around with the ribbon kites. Like some of our, big dude bro dudes.
The manly men.
Yeah,
like,
they loved it. They painted their silk, they put the ribbon kite together, and they were out there dancing around and in the breeze. And I was like, this was surprisingly, this went
really
surprisingly
cool.
well.
Yeah.
And everyone had a blast.
Oh, that's really cool. If you had an unlimited budget, unlimited budget, what's one giant community art project you would love to create?
So I have thought about this before. If I had an unlimited budget, I would want to create something like a Meow Wolf. And that is an immersive art and technology experience.
Okay.
They're in different, I know there's one in Las Vegas. There's one somewhere I think in Arizona.
Okay.
But it started out as an artist collective. And now it is this massive thing that you go into and you experience it, and they combine art and tech, and it's just this completely mind-altering immersive art experience. And sensory.
So neat.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Is it kind of like a few years ago, I went to like a Van Gogh immersive experience and you were like walking through?
Yes.
Is it similar? Is that
similar to that, but on steroids? Like,
oh, wow.
It's like that. It's completely immersive, but then there's all sorts of other technology that's combined with it. There's different rooms with different themes. There's
and it was called Meow Wolf?
Meow Wolf. I have no idea why.
Okay. I've never heard of that. That sounds really cool.
So if I had unlimited funds, it would be to create something that is sensory and immersive with art and tech and
how neat.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. And just to see the clients go and experience something like that. How neat.
Exactly.
Wow.
Something where you can just get lost in the experience of art.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. So one last question. Sure. Finish this sentence. Creativity is
essential. Creativity is essential.
Yeah. You didn't even skip a beat.
Everything we are and everything we have is because somebody was creative enough to think of it. And so creativity is like opposable thumbs for people.
Yeah. Oh, that's so neat. It is essential.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Wow. Well, Annie, you've left us a lot to kind of think through. I appreciate your time today. This was really, really informative. Very helpful.
Well, I had a great time.
Oh, well, I'm glad you did. So if you are interested in coming to Community in Bloom, check us out on August 26th.
Correct.
5 to 7 p.m. At the Crossing, which is 1221 South Plate Street. Yes. We would love to see you there and participate in our community art project. And then also come and meet some of the other nonprofits who will be there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And come check out Flowers Feed Folks. We wrapped it up without having a tongue twister. We did it, girl.
I'm as flabbergasted as you are.
There we go. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.